You're separated from your child during an armed carjacking. What would you do? In this video, we're breaking down security camera footage of an armed carjacking and recommending some key takeaways with top criminal defense attorney Tom Grieve. But first, a quick reminder, we have a gun giveaway going on right now. You can enter for free, but it ends soon. Just click the link in the description below to reveal which brand new gun you could win. All right, Tom, let's take a quick look at this video here, and we'll see the guy getting in his car. He's filling up late at night at a gas station, and for whatever reason, he heads over to the gas station door and finds it locked. Just at the same time, bad guy walks up and says, "I'd really like your SUV, and I will take it at gunpoint." Now, he does the standard surrender posture, turns over the keys, and says, wait, my kid is inside the car. Bad guy says, okay, get your kid out of the car. Kid gets out. Kid goes back in. I don't know what he needs, his cell phone, his teddy bear, or something like that. And bad guy drives away with the car. Good guy goes back to the door, which he finds, oddly enough, still locked. A lot of different things. You know, I look at this, and if the bad guy wants to get away, let him get away kind of thing. Clearly, it's a deadly force incident. Guy had the gun drawn. Even if the owner of the car was armed, I don't think he's got a really good opportunity anywhere here to engage this guy with gunfire. Maybe as he walked around the front of the car, he could use the car for cover, and if he felt as though he wanted to get involved from that point. What did you see as you watched this?
Well, a handful of things. I'm noticing that it's 10:30 at night. I'm noticing that we're at a gas station with locked doors at 10:30 at night, which it looks like we're somewhere in South Miami, according to the bottom left-hand corner. So I don't candidly know much about Miami, about what's the good side of town, what's the rough side of town. Obviously, whatever side of town we're on, it's the side with bad guys with guns.
Yeah, walking around who are going to carjack somebody getting gas.
10:30, more foreseeable that can happen at night than at, say, 6 o'clock. But obviously, any time's a good time if you're a bad guy and you see a moment of opportunity. When you're a bad guy, you obviously want to look for people who are not in a position to resist. I don't know if the bad guy saw, because presumably he waited for him to, fill up the car with gas. Because, hey, why not, right? Maybe he saw the kid. Maybe he didn't see the kid. I don't know. Maybe he saw that this guy was just kind of looking around, or rather maybe not looking around, and just kind of seemed oblivious to his surroundings. Because presumably, you can see how when the good guy's at the door to the gas station, he's trying to get in. He sees the guy walk up with the hoodie pulled over, and you can instantly see, like, he kind of does that snap reaction of, like, bad news, threat. And you can kind of see him try to slide around the gas station door. So, but he didn't see him coming soon enough, obviously. And the bad guy approached in such a way that it looks like he used the SUV for cover. So he kept it as an obstacle to make sure that he was going to get this guy right when he was away from the car. Maybe there's a weapon inside or something like that. It looks like, and obviously this isn't like a 4K resolution that we're dealing with here, but it looks like the guy's wearing some sort of athletic shorts, right? I don't know about you, but it's tough to conceal carry in athletic shorts, right? I mean, maybe you pocket carry a J-frame or some sort of micro subcompact, but if we're planning on conceal carrying basketball shorts, athletic shorts, is that anyone's first choice?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably one of the worst things you could wear. So I'm not suggesting that the bad guy is a member of the active concealed carry community and knows his equipment and knows his gear. But it also suggests to me that the good guy isn't either. And if the bad guy did know something, and maybe he obviously carries a firearm, so maybe he does know, that guy's not going to have a gun in those shorts. He's almost kind of set himself out additionally as an extra tick in the I'm a soft target. Soft target, fancy car, 10:30 at night in South Miami. I don't want to be victim blaming here, but he definitely didn't stack the deck in his favor for minimizing the risk of anything coming up.
Yeah, and the elements of situational awareness and conflict avoidance, I mean, these are important things, and I'm not telling people to live their life in fear. I'm telling people to pay attention. Maybe he was desperate for gas. Maybe he was almost out of gas. But if you can go to a gas station in a better part of town, or you can go to a gas station at a different time of day, not late at night, maybe that's what you want to do. I think this is also a very important opportunity for us to talking to our children about what happens when things go bad. I always had the code word with my kids, now this is serious. If I said, now this is serious, then they understood that they needed to listen and there was no argument with Dad. Now this is serious. I only had to utter it once. It worked great. So yay me. I mean, it worked. We did that well. But he told his kid to get out of the car, and the kid went back in. For whatever reason it was. And maybe this is a point where we can talk about preparation of our children and team tactics with our significant other, what to do in a situation like this.
Right, and making sure that your entire family is obviously on board. A lot of it's goes out saying here, we're both parents, we're both fathers. Age of the kid, huge role, right? A 3-year-old, 6-year-old, 10-year-old, 15-year-old, these are 4 different creatures that we're talking about here, right? This kid looked to me to be maybe 6 to 8, maybe 5 on the low end, something like that. So yeah, they're not always going to answer. They're not always going to comply. Maybe the kid's crabby. It is 10:30 at night. So being able to have those conversations and having the education and training up front to be able to realize, yeah, okay, maybe this isn't the best scenario to be putting myself in. But to your point, let's say he had no choice. He's on a road trip. He brought his kid to a t-ball tournament, and they're on their way back, and gosh darn it, didn't have time before to fill up with gas. Here we are now. Just from the video, it looked like he could have handled this a lot better as far as keeping his head on the swivel, looking around. And even if he does everything perfect, there's no saying that therefore you now have 0 chance of a deadly force encounter, right? We can mitigate risk. We can deal with risk. We can manage risk and threat. There's never an elimination shy of just bunkering ourselves into a basement somewhere or in a bomb shelter.
And that's not how we want to live.
No one wants to do that. No one should want to do that. So what we're really talking about here fundamentally is managing risk and managing our response and stacking the deck to allow us to prepare to respond as effectively and decisively as possible.
Let's do just a little bit of what if going on here. What if the person sitting in that passenger seat was not an 8-year-old child, but was a significant other or someone else who happened to be armed? At that point, the person sitting in the seat pulls out a gun and engages through the open door of the bad guy getting in the car. Clearly, the gun's out. The threat was made. We're looking at a imminent deadly threat that you're facing. Just based on that little bit of information I gave you, good shoot, okay shoot. Concerns?
I would say that on the whole, we're probably talking good shoot. And the reason why you're getting some hesitation in that is we don't know what's being said. And I'm not saying that, if I'm a bad guy, if I say I don't want to hurt you, I just want your car, and I'm pointing a gun around, that means, oh, this isn't a deadly force situation. Let me be emphatically clear. All right. I don't know what the status of castle doctrine laws are in Florida, where we're presuming this took place. Maybe we're talking Miami, Ohio. I don't know. Although it does say Florida, so we'll run with that. I don't know what the status of castle doctrine is, so let's just kind of eliminate that as a variable too, right? My gut is good shoot in most jurisdictions that are out there. I leave that tiny bit of a door open here because until I'm the prosecutor defense attorney and I have all the evidence, I've got all the witness statements, I've got all that sort of stuff in front of me. There's pieces to the puzzle, even though it's all on tape. There's pieces to the puzzle that we don't have. If I'm a defense attorney and if we're saying the grown-up inside the car produces a firearm and engages the bad guy, would I rather have and gets charged? Would I rather be the prosecutor or the defense attorney at that trial? Oh, I'd rather be the defense attorney 10 times out of 10 in that trial, for sure, for sure. But that's where you also have to know, how do you respond to the police when they arrive? What kind of statements do I make or not make? And that's where everybody has to understand, okay, there's more to this than simply surviving the deadly force encounter. We now have to survive the almost as deadly force legal encounter that follows it. And that's where, again, you need to have the right training and education, or you can snatch defeat from the jaws of victory and spend a lot of years behind bars where you didn't have to.
Yeah, people need to remember that, the incident might only last 10, 20 seconds. The aftermath is going to stay with you for quite a long time.
Right.
Always great insight, Tom. Thank you for being here. And folks, thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. And I will remind you once again, we have a gun giveaway going on. It ends really soon. All you have to do is click the link below and reveal which brand new gun you could win. I'm Kevin Michalowski, Director of Content for the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. And if you want to see more videos like this, please like this video and subscribe to this channel, because YouTube is actively suppressing firearms videos and we need your help to defeat the algorithm. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.